feels that he created Lashley, that he made Lashley TNA World Heavyweight Champion, that Lashley owes MVP something.
You gotta be careful. If you're Lashley, you can't look past someone like MVP. He's a straight up thug.
Lashley's gonna retain his title here by hook or by crook, and what again? The BDC.
Now Joe, Samoa Joe, nails Lashley, and now who's this now? Looks like Gunner. Once that ref went down, everything went to hell.
Kenny King still out here.
Holy cow, he caught him in midair.
An MVP is going to steal the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Who's this now? That's Galloway. We saw him last week.
Drew Galloway once again getting involved in BDC business. Spear by Lashley. Lashley still world champion.
And there's Drew Galloway, extremely instrumental. The World Heavyweight Champion is standing tall.
Tonight, wrestlers 1 through 3 in the latest Impact Top 5 compete for the opportunity to become the next challenger for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Kurt Angle, Eric Young, and Bobby Roode. Plus, a can't-miss TNA World Tag Team Championship match between the Revolution and the Wolves. And the Knockouts title is defended as well tonight on Destination America. Hello, everyone. Josh Matthews alongside three-time world champion Taz. And here comes the Beatdown Clan. These guys are like a powder keg, partner.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I know MVP is not really in a jovial mood, to say the least.
Well, that's because of what happened this past Friday night. MVP challenged Lashley for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. It looked as if the BDC had developed the perfect scheme to steal Lashley's championship in our main event last week.
Yeah, but it didn't go down like that, my friend, because out of nowhere appears this hooded man, as you're about to see here, and he interrupts this matchup. And who is this hooded man? Well, it ends up being Drew Galloway. He cost MVP for becoming the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And Lashley, with that big spear, he capitalizes and walks out of town with the gold.
That's 2 weeks in a row that Drew Galloway has gotten involved in BDC business.
I'm going to be honest for a minute. This whole Drew situation is really getting out of control. See, Drew Galloway, I've done my research. Supposedly they call you the chosen one. But see, Drew, you chose to get involved in BDC business. You chose to come out when we were just having a little fun beating down Al Snow and Grado. He chose to come out during our World Heavyweight title match. So now, Drew, the BDC's turn to choose. And it's our turn to choose which piece of your ass we want to take first. See, Low-Key wants your head. Me, I'll take a wing. Because in life, there's two things you don't do. You don't mess with the BDC, and you damn sure don't mess with our money. Period. Drew, do you have any idea what you've done? And more importantly, who you've done it to? I want you to take a minute and think long and hard about what you've done. Al Snow, Grado, that was just fun. But the world title, the world championship, that's business. That's serious business. That is beat down clan business. 1 year in the making. Almost to the day, a year ago, I came to TNA with one singular focus. And that was domination via the world title, and you for whatever reason, chose to involve yourself in our business. Now, Drew, I'm not an unreasonable man. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to come out here and explain your motivations and apologize to us and make things right. So, take this moment. Take this moment where I'm calm and collected to come out here and explain yourself.
I think that's a nice offer of MVP.
Drew, you are only making this harder on yourself, man. If you don't... Drew, I want to make something painfully clear to you. You have just made yourself public enemy number one to the Beatdown Clan.
MVP, Beatdown Clan. I'll tell you where I am. I'm at home right now. I'm also not far away from where I slipped into the ring and stopped you stealing the TNA title. I am surrounded by wrestling fans. Not sports entertainment fans. Professional wrestling fans. You want to know why Drew Galloway is in TNA? It's simple. I'm here to speak up for those who are not been listened to. I'm here to stand up for wrestling. I am here to give the fans a voice. You're not just screwing with Lashley. You're not just screwing with Bobby Roode. What's your name? Rob. You're screwing with Rob. You're screwing with Anna!
Ashley.
You're screwing with Ashley! You're screwing with everybody around the world! You're screwing with Drew Galloway! It's people like you that disgust me in wrestling. Trying to dictate what people are going to watch, trying to decide who the champions are when it's painfully obvious to the fans who it should be. Professional wrestling should be decided by people in arenas like this, people around the world, for what a man can do in that ring. And I'll be damned if you decide what's going to happen around here.
Enough talking. We ain't come out here to flap off at the jib and bump gums, okay? This is my brother Low-Key. You hit him with a pipe. You spilled his blood. So you know what? We demand retribution. We demand satisfaction. And we're gonna have it tonight. Because you may be home, but if we don't get it tonight, the Beatdown Clan will take a nice little ride up to your mum and your dad's home, and we'll take what you owe us out of their arse. So, Drew, it's your decision. Choose wisely. Oh yeah, that's real pretty.
You want to fight me?
In the worst way.
I didn't just come to TNA to make an arse of you guys every single time. I didn't come here to have a nice little back and forth on a microphone. I came to TNA to stand up for wrestling and to fight.
Fight, fight, fight.
You want to fight? I'll tell you what. You want to fight me tonight. I've got an idea. How about you teach me a lesson, Kenny? How about you send your boys to the back and you and I have a match? And I'll tell you what, Ashley, I don't need wrestling gear. God.
Yeah?
You send your boys to the back. I'll fight you right now.
BDC is a family, but Kenny King is a one-man army. I'ma beat your ass into the ground. Brothers, if you don't mind, please, please, let me do this one solo.
So it looks as if Kenny King and Drew Galloway are going to go one-on-one next. Welcome back to Friday Night Impact here on Destination America. Drew Galloway said that he's here to stand up for wrestling. He's against what the BDC stand for, and Galloway will have his first match right now against BDC member Kenny King. And Galloway wanted a one-on-one match. King sent the rest of the BDC to the back, but obviously that didn't last long.
Yeah, and low-key was the first one out because of what happened when Galloway split him up with that pipe. You see both these men here are not, in gear if you're just joining us. This is an impromptu challenge. Both these men going at it, that's why they're not in their wrestling gear.
Yeah, Drew Galloway said, I don't have to be in gear. I'm ready to go right now. As Taz mentioned, Loki, the first one back out here. He suffered that pipe to the back of the head. MVP was in the ring moments ago. Well, Drew Galloway cost MVP in the BDC's mind the TNA World Heavyweight Championship last week.
Well, this is the first time we're, I guess, officially seeing Galloway in action here in Impact Wrestling.
Yep, Drew Galloway, 6'5", near 250 pounds from Ayr, Scotland. He has made his intentions crystal clear.
Great job on that snap suplex. That's the key with that bad boy. You step through, makes your hips come in a little bit quicker. Uh-oh. Oh! Chopped him in the back. You don't see that much.
What's your thoughts on the message that Drew Galloway is trying to deliver, that he's here to stand up for wrestling, that you should be judged based on what you do inside the ropes?
I respect the guy for what he's saying, what he's doing, but you got to be careful. You're going to come out here and be a quasi-spokesperson for all the wrestling fans and the wrestlers and all this, and you've never been in the company for the moment. It's like you put a big target on yourself, especially when you're going after the BDC. The beatdown clan, they don't play games. So I respect his heart, his toughness. I respect his vision. I don't know if I agree with Galloway. I think it's a little bit crazy on his part. I'll get himself hurt.
Drew Galloway has been very vocal via Twitter. You can follow Drew at Galloway Speaks. And speaking of Twitter, did you happen to see what TNA President Dixie Carter tweeted last week? Thanking all of our great German wrestling fans for making the debut of Impact Wrestling on DMAX TV, the most watched wrestling show in all of Germany last week. That's the power of everyone watching Impact Wrestling.
Lots of physicality between these two dudes for sure. Kenny King is not one to mess with. He's a brash, cocky dude, man, and he brings it. He sings it and brings it.
Kenny King from Las Vegas, Nevada, will look to put away Drew Galloway. Wow! A tilt-a-whirl and then the lower back right to the worst part of the ring right there.
Sure is. That's the corner beam. That's the hardest part of the ring. Look at that. Landing there on the corner of the ring. There's no give there whatsoever. That's the base of the ring. That's the circumference around the ring. So
that's where wood meets steel.
Yeah, it's a steel corner beam that goes around that. You've never been on ring crew. You were entitled, but I was back in the day.
I've never been inside a six-sided ring either.
Me neither.
Kenny King trying to avoid Drew Galloway. For those of you unfamiliar with Drew Galloway, Kenny King will probably have the advantage in regards to speed and agility against Drew. He's a heavy hitter.
Definitely, he's a physical, rugged guy, but right now Kenny King's got him on the ropes, not literally, but that leg drop right on the apron. Again, we discussed how hard the apron area of a ring is, any ring.
Kenny King, lateral press, hooks the leg, and a kick out at one.
Brings that big height, drops that leg, so athletic is Kenny King, and a veteran.
What did you think about what Kenny King said earlier? Drew Galloway ruined our world title match.
Well, look, obviously there was a plan that the BDC had, and Drew Galloway, he basically said in that opening segment, while he was in the audience amongst his people, he's saying, I'm not going to let you guys steal, I'm paraphrasing, steal the TNA World title. Uh-oh, wait a minute. It's a high cradle suplex. That's tough to do on a guy 6'5".
Kenny King into the cover, doesn't hook the leg, and Galloway pops free at one. Something different when you trap the head and the leg there, right?
Yeah, I know a guy who used to do something like that. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he used to throw a lot of great suplexes, that guy.
Yeah, he's gone.
You want to grade how Kenny King just executed that?
I thought it was pretty good. I was good explosiveness. I would have clasped his hands, but then again, Drew Galloway's so tall, it's difficult to do with a guy that big. Right now, it looks like Galloway getting motivated by these slaps in the face by King.
What's it like when you're into a company for the first time and you're having your first match? This is something special, right?
Yeah, but it's not just that, Josh. Look at this guy. I mean, this guy is not shy, this Galloway. He came onto the scene here. Whoa! With a big deal. He came on the scene here in Impact Wrestling. Explosive. I'm saying the past couple of weeks, this guy's not playing games.
Oh, no doubt about it. Drew Galloway is here to create change, create havoc, to stop the BDC flying clothesline. Galloway into the cover, hooks the leg. Kenny King somehow pops free in two.
Saying he's the voice of the people, the voice of the pro wrestling fan. And so I mean, I don't know how much I agree with that or not, but it's his doing. It's what he feels, and I respect what he's doing. He seems to got conviction behind it. And
Drew Galloway, he calls that the future shock DDT. That's what he was going for moments ago. Kenny King knew it and was able to counter.
What's the springboard here? Maybe look at that into a neck breaker. Great job by King. He's going to get him here.
Kenny King, lateral press. Leg is hooked in Galloway. A little bit of space there. Allowed Drew Galloway to get that shoulder up.
Sure, you're correct on that. Back to Galloway, man. He's got conviction in what he's saying. He feels like he is truly the voice of the audience and of the people, of the wrestling fans. So, well,
Drew Galloway feels that the wrestling fans want and deserve, one-on-one matches, high-level competition, and you can't argue with that school of thought by Drew Galloway.
He might lose this one.
Here by Kenny King, feet on the rope, and I believe.
Oh, he hooked him. He's got him hooked.
Future shock. Wow. Galloway plants Kenny King, and Drew Galloway picks up his first victory in Impact Wrestling.
Oh, watch out, hit from the BDC, and Galloway, he hightailed it out of here. Man, I'll tell you, low-key's hot. I'm about getting piped in the head from this cat.
Low-key was looking for his receipt on Drew Galloway. Galloway able to get out of Dodge and right back to where he said earlier he's most comfortable.
Yeah.
He's in his home amongst the fans.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Josh, I mean, he pulled that victory out, that future shock out of nowhere. Very impressive victory on a Kenny King, who's no joke. That was a hell of a match, highly competitive contest. Great victory right there in his debut match.
And a great start right here to Friday Night Impact. Still to come, we find out who's next to challenge for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. We have a three-way match between Kurt Angle, Eric Young, and Bobby Roode, 1 through 3 on the top 5.
Pick him in that one. I mean, really, that should be off the chain. I mean, a three-way match it just puts you in the top of the pecking order. No matter if you put rankings involved or not, to be victorious in a match that we're going to have tonight, that's going to be tough for those three type of guys.
And we have 2 championship matches. Terrence Terrell defends her Knockouts title against Awesome Kong. Are we all but guaranteed a new Knockouts champion tonight?
Could be. I mean, it seems like we're in for a great night. And the good thing is, actually the great thing for you, is that you get to sit next to me again. I mean, really, let's be honest.
Well, do you have a prediction for the tag team championship match?
No, I'm not going to predict until later. I'm not going to tease you. A little appetizer.
All right.
That's what I do.
And speaking of someone going on to become the next challenger for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, there's Bobby Roode. We hear from Roode next. Welcome back to Friday Night Impact. Bobby Roode is the penultimate TNA World Champion. Eric Young has been a major thorn in Roode's side for months, costing Bobby Roode the TNA title back in January, costing Roode a prime position in the gauntlet match, and now Bobby Roode has a major opportunity tonight in a three-way match against Eric Young and Kurt Angle. Do you believe that Bobby Roode's focus will be on winning the match or getting to Eric Young?
I think Bobby Roode's focus will be on winning the match because he understands the ramifications. I do think that it's going to be tough for him. He's in a combustible situation where, he wants to tear EY's head off, Eric Young. But I think he's professional enough and smart enough to stay the course.
Eric Young, you cost me my World Heavyweight Championship. And you tried to end my career. But take a good, long, hard look, Eric Young. Because Bobby Roode is still standing. And tonight, in this ring, I will become the #1 contender to the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.